Latest in the international news now, United States has launched airstrikes on Syria, blaming the Assad regime for the gruesome chemical attack that killed over 100 people. U.S. troops fired a barrage of cruise missiles into Syrian military bases on Thursday night. This is the first direct American assault and first direct military order by the U.S. President Donald Trump. U.S. has also questioned Russia's backing of Assad regime. Soon after ordering of the military action, Trump targeted the Syrian regime, saying Assad used deadly chemical gas to kill many. Take a listen.
Tonight I ordered a targeted military strike on the airfield in Syria from where the chemical attack was launched. It is in this vital national security interest of the United States to prevent and deter the spread and use of deadly chemical weapons. There can be no dispute that Syria used banned chemical weapons, violated its obligations under the Chemical Weapons Convention, and ignored the urging of the UN Security Council.
While Awad, who's a senior journalist, is joining us. Mr. Awad, thanks for speaking to India Today. Can you give us more details of how many missiles have been fired and what is the location that's being targeted in Syria?
Well, there was a confirmation from the Syrian government that there was an attack on Al-Shuairat airfield, which is close to Homs city, that has been targeted, and there was extensive damage to the airfield because there was a launching of around 50 to 60 hot Tomahawk missiles by the United States on the Syrian airfield, where the military installation has been actively fighting the terrorist organization in that area.
Also, Mr. Awad, there seems to be a change in the tact of the Donald Trump administration, which has so far claimed that Syria is under a rebel group attack of ISIS. The fight has been against ISIS. Do you see the stance shifting now post the chemical attack?
Well, definitely there is, because you see, Donald Trump himself, he was accusing the previous administration of being party to the regime change policy that have been instigated by Obama administration and then followed by Hillary Clinton. And he said, I'm not for a regime change, I'm here for fighting IS. And when Tulsi Gabbard went to Syria and he met with the President Assad, she carried even enough evidence to prove that the CIA was indulged and involved in the Syrian war. So when he himself gave the news that there will be our priority is to fight IS with this, and that's what even echoed by the French foreign minister, which also the Turkey followed suit. Then suddenly you find this false flag attack on this Syria. It's an insane, it's a condemnable attack, whoever have done it. But nobody will believe for a minute that the Syrian government, who is winning conventionally, will use non-conventional methods to gain something which is not there. This is a suicidal. So whoever done this operation, he knew very well that the United States will react militarily to any action inside Syria. So they are definitely doing illegal actions against Syrian government because this is unilateral, has no backing of the UN Security Council, and this has been happening in Iraq, it happened in Libya, it happened in Syria, it happened in Yemen, it happened. So the American carries their kind of show of forces and give gesture to their own constituency, which also proved that the U.S. president has succumbed to the U.S. establishment.
Well, let me take this question to Lalit K. Jha, who's a senior journalist joining us from Washington as well. Mr. Jha, now 161 chemical attacks according to a report in past 6 years in Syria. Do you believe that Donald Trump's intervention would only worsen the matter?
I don't know. We have to wait and see what are the next steps he and his friends and allies in the international community are going to take, what kind of reaction the UN members what kind of reaction will come from the United Nations Security Council and other international communities, including Russia and China. In fact, he is having his own meeting with Chinese President in Mar-a-Lago, where probably he ordered a strike. So we have to wait and see. But initial reaction which I see from internally, I see there is a bipartisan support to his decision to carry on missile strike inside Syria.
All right. We are waiting for the world leaders also to respond. No word on casualty till now. in this missile attack. 59 Tomahawk missiles have said to be fired on the Syrian province, and also waiting for a reaction from the Syrian authorities. So far, the Syrian media has called it an act of U.S. aggression.